This is my go-to nighttime makeup I've been doing all summer, and I'm obsessed with it, so I wanted to show you guys how I do it, and all the products will be listed in the caption. I start with color corrector under my eyes, and then I use concealer on my face and under my eyes. I use different ones, and I don't do foundation in the summer if I can avoid it, if my skin is cooperating. And then I do some contour with the Westman Atelier Biscuit Contour, which is my favorite, and I do my cheeks, around my eyebrows, my forehead, my nose. I set my T-zone with powder, and I set my cheeks and forehead with bronzer. Setting your contour with bronzer rather than powder and then having to go over that with bronzer keeps your face not feeling and looking so cakey. And then I layered 2 cream blushes with the CL Blush Brush, which is the best for not moving your makeup underneath. For my eyes, I start with a taupey brown shadow and I buff that all over my lid. And I use the Kosas Hypnotize eyeliner in my tight line. This opens up your eyes and just defines them a lot more. And then I use the Armani eye tint for eyeliner, which is my favorite, and I smudge that out with a Q-tip. And I always use my finger to sharpen up the wing. I have tried so many different types of eyeliners, but this Armani one with a brush is the easiest way to get a wing but not have it be as harsh as liner, and it won't move like eyeshadow. And then I tap a shiny shadow from Armani in the center of my lid. I love a glossy wet look for summer, so that's why it's my go-to. Followed by this mascara from Swede Beauty, which is my new favorite. It has the tiniest wand and really gets into the root. For my brows, I use the Kosas Brow Pop Nano and their clear air brow gel. I mostly use the pencil in my arch to define it and fill in some sparse areas, and I wipe off a little bit of the brow gel. Then I used my favorite lip liner of all time, Victoria Beckham Shade 3. It perfectly matches my lips. It's so easy to overline or not, and it just blends perfectly. And I topped it with my favorite lip oil. I have so many special edition blushes in my collection, and this Chanel one I always have to use in the summer. It's just so pretty. And for that extra glossy look, I use the Westman Nectar highlighter, which is just the best. And that's it, my go-to nighttime makeup.